Hello! Welcome to episode 10 of our Let's Play Hearts-of-Iron 3 as Italy. If you remember from last time, it was mostly focused on the invasion of the Soviet Union. We can see we've captured the Caucasus, while the Germans invaded deep into kind of the Ukrainian and Belarusian area. Other news, Japan has conquered 2/3 of New Zealand, all of Australia, various West Pacific Islands, but there's an American cavalry division there. Japanese have also invaded the Philippines, but haven't quite got to Hawaii yet. You see, the big surprise was that Japan has managed to conquer, let's say, 1/3 of British India. So, Japan is continuing to make us look bad. Just yes, this is how much of the world hates us. Almost all of it. But having said that, we're still kicking ass. And yep, I stuffed up earlier and Bulgaria managed to grab a crucial point on my supply lines. Alright, let's get going. I think this video will mostly be focused on the continuing conquest of Russia. So last time I managed to go pretty alright. I managed to push my armoured corps through a gap in the line and encircled a number of Soviet divisions. But now, well, I suppose they're a little bit overextended, but not a lot. But my second army, who were back in Greece receiving reinforcements, are now moving in to help. So the fact that my front lines are longer than they were at the start shouldn't make too much of a difference. But right now my armoured divisions are kind of poorly organised, and they've outrun my infantry, so it's not going to be an easy time for them. I might lose a bit of ground in the immediate future. Lost a bit of Brittany. Well, that's unfortunate, but I've got an infantry corps moving in to hold it, or maybe even recapture it. Just trying to continue my advance as much as I'm able to. There you go, with one bit of Brittany, thanks to our infantry arriving in time. Persia has been accepted into the Axis. Well, that's good. I suppose it'll let us open up a second or third front against the Soviet Union and a second one against British India. So all is good. Trying to tidy up the front a bit here. Hopefully that armoured division can capture, what was it, Bryanskoye? Yep, well they've just done it. Just so that when the time comes to start the offensive again, we don't have to attack over the river. But even then, it looks like attacking into those hills would be difficult enough as it is. Soviets managed to recapture that some bits, but it's of no real significance. And they captured Caucuses, but again I have an infantry corps heading in there. And well, let's just follow it up with a bit of an immediate counterattack. I just let my armoured divisions let them out of this attack so that they can recover some of their morale. That division's not quite in supply. Oh well, it just recaptured that province, so that explains that. It looks like our attack there, yeah, it's just failed. Took 564 casualties. Which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but the Soviets will have a lot more manpower than me, so I can't afford to be losing too many lives. Oh yeah, it's now 1942. Kind of the last year the Axis had any real success in the war. Well, historically that is. It looks like in this one we're going to keep kicking ass forever. Or at least that's the plan. My armoured corps is still fairly heavily engaged, and only one of those divisions looks like it's actually in fighting condition, and it's one of the ones that's not fighting. I kind of just ordered them into a spoiling attack anyway, just to try and do what we can to hold Caucuses before the infantry arrive. Imagine once they show up they'll be able to defeat the Soviets, but until then, we've got to hold the line. No, our armoured division was defeated. And our spoiling attack was defeated, but that's alright, it was only a spoiling attack. These guys have no supplies, so I won't be attacking there. Just looking for opportunities to attack, and there kind of aren't really any available. Yeah, Astrakhan's kind of my goal right now. Soviets are 64% of their weight in surrendering, which is very nice. They've recaptured Caucuses, but it looks like we're about to, 99%. There we go, we've won. Well, we actually managed to kill 300 Soviet soldiers in that couple of hour-long battle for like 70 losses. So that's good. And what do we have here? Bunch of Romanian and Bulgarian soldiers crossing over Turkey. They seem to be heading over to Persia to help invade India. Ooh, that looks like Japan's actually got that sorted. Really sorted. No change there. Oh, Japan's captured Midway. Yugoslav nationalists again. Supply, another call, there's just the supplies. Let's order an attack. That was kind of cheeky, just planting a division right where the partisans were attacking. Command structure looks fairly good there. Now we've got partisans in France. But let's just do the same trick and just dump a infantry division right in their way. Don't have any really good officers available to command it, but I think that will do. Where's this one going? Oh, it's just going to be part of the 3rd Army. The 4th Corps in the 3rd Army. Really don't have anyone suitable. Oh no, you're good. Logistics is always something I'm after. But you're a long way from your army headquarters. Okay, things look like they've stabilised here. But our army troops aren't regaining that quickly, but we'll have another go at capturing these hills anyway. Looks like with the infantry support they're doing alright. Right, Soviets only have a single division here. It's got a very good general who is kicking larger bullseyes. Lack of supplies. Who's got lack of supplies? Not them. Must be my divisions. They do not have them. See if we get lucky. No, we do not. But it looks like those troops are just barely in supply. But the 2nd Army's in good condition, so let's just order the entire 2nd Army to just try and drive through and meet up with the German forces. We're actually only 3 provinces away, something like that. 1, 2, yeah, 3, and there's an SS Panzer Division. Actually, I don't know if it's an SS Panzer Division, it might just be an SS motorised or mechanised division, I can't remember what they were. Yeah, we won. Which means when it's time comes to break out, we can do it via Caucuses, which is nice flat terrain for attacking over. Yeah, those guys should be in decent enough condition to attack the partisans. Yeah, no problems. I didn't kill any of them, didn't take any losses. Likewise here. Soviets have a better general than me, but I've got a fairly significant numerical advantage, so I think we'll do well there. Masterful Blitz doesn't actually seem to be making much progress against this single Soviet division, which is kind of interesting. Oh, we've got no supplies there at all. I'm guessing we're just, moving the entire Second Army into that province probably put a bit of a strain on the supply lines. Plus they'll also be fighting with a pretty huge stacking penalty. Yeah, don't do what you just saw me do. I mean, it can work, but it's very, very costly. And it takes a long time. I probably would have actually been better just to break off like a single, maybe the armour corps of the Second Army and push that through. And now they've launched a counter-attack against all my soldiers who don't have much in the way of supplies to fight back with. That's not ideal. What about half my army is out of supply? That's a bit weird. Maybe the Second Army being in combat is just using it all up. If you've noticed, we almost captured Moscow. Well, not we, the Germans. Soviet counterattacks are actually doing pretty damn well at the moment, just because my frontline troops are lacking supplies. Looks like my giant stack there is slowly pushing through. So over here, my two out of supply armour divisions are being asked to do. But my infantry are doing alright. Well, we won that battle, but then immediately stopped because they're out of supplies, and now everyone is out of supplies. What can I do about this? Supply mode. Oh, all of my supplies are being used by the forces crossing over my territory. Like you see, none of them are coming from Turkey, none of them are actually heading to the front. So I'll just try and create a few supply convoys, just try and put more supplies into Turkey. The idea being that if there are more there, more will make it to the front. And hopefully I can actually... What happened there? Oh, that's right, it's created down the bottom, it's auto thing. So, where are some of these fronts? Okay. We are looking for destination for it. I missed it. Oh, there it is. Tabatsumi, which was the one right on the front. And apparently it only wants a single supply ship. So there you go. Hopefully that one will start bringing supplies right up to the front lines. And yep, I've got a second one just driving them into, well there it is, Izmir. Which will help get those soldiers into Persia quicker. Ugh. But look at them all, they're still coming, they're all marching through Yugoslavia and Bulgaria on their way. And you think all these soldiers would be useful, already on the Russian front. There shouldn't be any extras left over to send to India. Our convoys lost 2 more transports. Okay. This is not looking good. Just going to try and order things into a bit more of a defensive position because I'm not sure this is going to work out great for us. Or at least not giant stack attacking. Although they do seem to have been better. Well, probably taking that single core out actually helped the stacking bonus fairly significantly. So yes, as you can see we're getting some supplies in. Well, enough that it looks like the second army, but that's about it. And a few more. Salonika, no. No, down. Brutally. Oh, Erigli. Whoops. I was thinking brutally. Sounds very Italian. But then no. Oh. Okay, that was not the port I thought it was. It still helps. I mean, you just saw that flip green there, so those guys will get going quicker. Then I can start having my supplies back. We've lost the Battle of Kutan. Right. Well, that attack's looking alright now, since we've got some supplies. And hopefully got 1 infantry corps there in supply. Oh, we're going to get driven back here, there's nothing much I can do to stop them. Got to attach you to your army. Oh yes, my air transport one. Let's just get them to try and fly supplies from Athens over to Turkey. It's a very expensive way of doing this, but I think at this point everything's pretty good. Well, we've won the Battle of Persia. That was good. That was my entire second army step. So hopefully they'll drop some supplies in around there somewhere. The situation's improved. Still not great. An infantry corps can advance into the air. Just start trying to link up with the Germans. Well, actually it's a Hungarian division nearby. Being driven back there. We've lost those hills that I spent so long getting. And it doesn't look like... Looks like there might be a gap in our lines about to open up. But I don't think the Soviets really have the forces here to be able to exploit it too badly. Yeah, I'll just start destroying my soldiers just so that I can kind of control where they fall back to a bit better. These guys don't have supplies to attack. Okay, we'll just have to leave them for now. Traps on. Start at Tirano, Salonika's nearby, Salonika. I always get those two mixed up for some reason. I'm looking for Trabzon. Nope, where is it? Is this near Tirano? There it was, Trabzon. Driven back more, we've lost Gadumias. Province lost, province lost, province lost. Those guys have supplies now. Oh, of course they've got supplies but no organisation. Those guys will probably never try and push them through to the Germans. Because of course once I link up with the Germans I can start getting supplies from that route as well. And there's a gap zone there. Lost the battle of Osborne. Oh man, there was my Alpine troops. Well, I pulled those guys back just as the Soviets attacked, but they were getting a bit isolated out there. India's almost conquered. Hopefully when that happens, oh no, actually once India's conquered, all these soldiers are going to want to just turn around and come straight back. And I'm going to have to like supply them along the route again. Look at all those guys. I've captured their points, so I'll get another infantry corps. Al-Nasiriyah has been lost. Oh. A little Iraqi partisan uprising there. So there's a gap in our line right in the centre there. I think we've actually been driven back, kind of. I think we've lost ground since the start of this video overall. But well, at least I don't think I've lost any divisions. I mean, ground can be recaptured, but I've only got a finite amount of IC and manpower in the grand scheme of things. They're pulling back there. Kind of means all these infantry divisions are going to be very isolated if I don't pull them back as well. Oh. But they just won their fight, so... And more partisans. These should be easy to beat. If I can pull them back to, however you say that place, Makachkala or whatever, and get these infantry guys into Punans, I would actually have closed up all the gaps in my front. But whether I can now defend this new line is a different question entirely. Lost the battle there. It's okay, we're kind of going to link up with our allies. Okay, just trying to consolidate her position. Man, where have all our supplies gone? Okay, well that counterattack didn't work. Well, I suppose it wouldn't, because those guys still have very low organisation. Luckily for me, it looks like most of the Soviet forces around here are trying to escape the Germans as opposed to fighting me. Because I think if they wanted to, they could probably smash right through my lines at the moment. Okay, cool. Only one province separating us from the Germans. Actually, yeah, but you guys take that province. I keep sending the guys with no morale in here. Some decent soldiers could actually be useful. Troops just try and make the final breakthrough to link up with the Germans. I suppose it's not really a breakthrough, it's only capturing one province, but it feels like it. Oh no. Armoured troops didn't hold on that flank, and our troops in the centre aren't actually in position yet. So that new defensive line's already lost. The stupid thing is I outnumber the Soviets so badly in that sector. That's just I can't put up a fight because I have no supplies. And even when my troops do have supplies, they don't have the organisation or morale to actually fight back effectively because they've been so long without them. some infantry support, that should help a lot. Not a very good general there, so I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And the Soviets are taking over the single division. It's like the good old days. Actually, I think they're still out, mostly taking single divisions, but it's just I'm not capable of fighting back. And those guys are slowly recovering their morale. Oh, we lost that battle before most of my troops actually arrived there. Okay, this could be really bad. So if those last 3 divisions don't arrive before the Soviets, I've lost those 3 divisions. Forever. I'll have to replace them. Soviet Union, disrupting national unity. Government can let this be launched. I suppose that's what I want. Okay, I think I managed to get all my soldiers there in time. So they're all going to live till at least the next battle. It's not really getting much closer. What's that? Soviet surrender. I mean, is it getting much closer? Just launching a counterattack. The guys still don't have great morale, so I don't know why they're doing so well. Okay, apparently we might actually be able to capture that. And everybody is retreating into this same province. Because I didn't order where they should retreat to. It doesn't quite look like I can contain the line, hold the line here. Although they are now getting supplies, or at least, sorry, the divisions within my lines are getting supplies. So the morale will slowly recover. So I mean, they're going to have a greater chance of fighting back. We've just got to just kind of slow them down for a bit. So there's a Romanian heavy armor division there. Well, there's 2. German advance is going well. So it's not all bad for the Axis forces. It's just I'm the one letting the team down. Hold here for now, at least until everyone kind of gets behind our lines. I'm starting to think the Soviet offensive there is running out of steam. I'll be driven back even more here. Yeah, didn't I just say I thought their offensive ran out of steam and they break through in the centre? Oh yeah, we've linked up with the Germans. And you can see our supply situation there has just got a lot better, I think, because I didn't actually look immediately beforehand. And I think I actually just sucked all the supplies out of the, I don't know, whatever that part of the world between the Caucasus and the Crimea Peninsula is called. For some reason we're still not getting any supplies to those kind of 3 provinces in the centre there. No idea why. Cool, Surge of Volunteers is nice. I was just about to attack, but the Soviets decided to beat me to it. Now I'm guessing it's kind of good I didn't, because well, it's even there at the moment, but I'm not confident we'll be able to win that. I just noticed I set that to installation strike instead of interdiction, which means for the past, however long it's been, 6 months, those bombers have been bombing framing up factories. I have no idea what's in this region they can actually bomb. Maybe some anti-aircraft guns or something. Yeah, I probably could have really used them bombing the enemy soldiers. Attack, I might as well group them all together. And looks like we're slowly getting the upper hand on the Soviets in that battle. Oh no, spoke too soon. The Soviets managed to go get ahead again. And again, our headquarters division advances in front of our infantry and gets beaten. It's kind of annoying, but I don't know. We'll see about. This battle seems to be very, very to and fro. Looks like we're about to expand our front line. We've almost won here. So things are finally starting to look like they've turned around for us. Only problem is we've got a massive gap in our lines. Right where the third army is. Actually yes, yeah, the first army's gone one way and the third army's all grouped up in that single province. Which is problematic. But at least the second army is linked up with the Germans. Supply situation is looking much better. Still not great, but better. I think our focus for the near future is going to be expanding this kind of link with the Germans. Just because kind of the wider it is, the more supplies we can squeeze through it. And I really just cannot get enough supplies at the moment. Reorganise the front a bit more so I can help try and link back up with the Third Army. Where's Moscow? Right there. So we still haven't quite captured Moscow. It's been on the front lines for so long. Okay, it looks like we managed to win that battle at least. See, things are definitely stabilised. I've got some Bulgarians here to help me out now. I'll just leave these guys sitting around here. We'll see how this attack goes. Not particularly well, is it? Let's just sit tight. Oh, you see, launch another attack. We'll just try and sit tight and let these guys regain their organisation. Now, Brazil? Brazil's landed in Normandy. And the Americans actually looks like they've taken a huge chunk of France there when we weren't looking. I mean, the Americans had landed there. I haven't actually gone and looked and see what happened to them. So that's interesting. Get to fight the Brazilians soon enough. Still, Turkey is just a highway of Axis soldiers. What on earth is that supply coming for? That's actually a decent multinational force here. I see Americans, South Africans, lots of Brazilians. So, good on them. Brazil's taking a garrison division. I mean, I don't see myself being able to pull the frontline troops out of the Soviet front to go and help in Normandy, but the longer they delay, the better. Why can't we attack there? I think what I should do now. We've lost the battle of Caucuses. Okay. That was there. Also, apparently things aren't quite as stable as I'd hoped. they're just driven me back along the entire front here. And the Brazilians managed to beat our garrison division, which isn't too surprising. I think this might be where we call it quits for this episode, guys. Things haven't gone all that well. I mean, we've made progress, but it's not great. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this video. And, yeah. Hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to turn this around a bit. And start driving the Soviets back. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you all next time. I really hope the Third Army doesn't get surrounded.